Rise and shine. Good morning. It's bright and shiny outside. The weather is very clear. It's peaceful and very quiet. These are the thoughts of a prophetess of God in lockdown. Relentless in pursuit. Living daily footprints. Good morning. This is a platform where I meet with you every morning and we talk and we chat. Good morning to my family, my beloved family. Good morning. Host a watch party. Invite somebody. Share, like, and follow my page. For together, we are strong and together we can build a better tomorrow for ourselves and for our children. Welcome and good morning. Thank you so very much for joining me. I greatly appreciate your time. I don't take it for granted. It's valuable time for me. It's valuable time for you. Remember, these are the thoughts of a prophetess of God in lockdown. Relentless in pursuit. Living daily footprints. Welcome and thank you for joining me. This morning I wanted to talk about discipline. A topic that was suggested by one of our very own part of our family, Patrick Bradley. He has requested that we talk about discipline. Therefore, I wanted to quickly talk about discipline together. Please don't forget to comment, to ask a question, to contribute. Remember, we are in this thing together and we are one family. Good morning, Mary. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. Discipline. When we are born, we are all born without discipline. Discipline is part of the principles that we all need to cultivate into our personal lives. And it is better we cultivate discipline at an early stage. Hence, when we grow up and when we raise children as parents, we love instilling discipline in them. It is not just for our own benefit, but it is also for their own benefit. Because everybody in life wants to deal and be associated with people that are disciplined. And discipline is good for self. Some people manage to grasp discipline whilst they are so young. Others, they are even struggling even in their adulthood with discipline. So Patrick politely asked that we talk about discipline. So here we go. What is discipline? What helps us to be disciplined? Because what he was saying was that sometimes we set goals for ourselves, but we lack the discipline to stay focused and to go through with them. When we encounter hurdles of life, we give in, we give up easily. Hence, we need to learn how to be relentless in life. We need to learn how not to give up easily because it is for our own good. It is for our own benefit. So in life, it is better when you set goals for yourself, when you have got a vision that you want to achieve, because it is those goals and that vision that will help you to stay focused. It will help you to instill discipline upon yourself, because when you have got goals, when you have got dreams, when you've got visions, you don't just end up there. You now have to draw a roadmap of how to achieve that goal, of how to attain those dreams. It is that roadmap that you come up with that will assist you in being disciplined. Good morning, Sehomusa. Good morning, Obek. Good morning, Evelyn. Good morning, Kenneth. Thank you very much for joining me this morning. We are talking about discipline. Discipline is that essential secret ingredient that can turn your life remarkably around to the benefit of yourself and those that are in your life. So when you stay focused on the vision, all roads that you are going to take, they will lead towards that vision. All the decisions that you are going to make, they have to be deliberate and they have to be geared towards the goal. Even if it means you walking away from certain things that are not taking you in the direction that you want to go. It is okay. You can be able to do that. And with discipline, the tricky part about discipline is that You have to train your mind. It's a mind thing. It begins in the mind. You train your mind how to think. You train your thoughts. You watch your thoughts. You train your mind how to think in alignment to the goal that you want to achieve. Therefore, what does that mean? That means that every thought that comes into your mind that is not in alignment to your goals, you now have to reject it. You understand? Because when you watch out for your thoughts, you are guarding your goals, you are guarding your vision. Because you have to understand that thoughts can quench that dream. Thoughts can extinguish that vision that you have inside of your mind. So what is important is that you need to be meditating on the goals. Day and night, meditate on them. Because the more you meditate on your goals, the more you meditate on your vision, the more it stays inside. You don't lose track of it. You don't lose sight of it. It stays on your focus. We're talking about vision. We're talking about discipline this morning. And remember, these are the thoughts of a prophetess of God in lockdown. Relentless in pursuit. Living daily footprints. So I want to leave a footprint upon your mind, upon your heart, upon your soul this morning. I want to give you something to think about, something that is good. So with discipline, focus is key. Don't lose sight of that goal, because this will keep out distractions. Yes, life is full of distractions. We all know that. Distractions is one of the ways that the enemy uses to derail us from destiny, to derail us from doing good, from doing things that are in alignment to the vision that we have for ourselves. So refuse to be distracted. Number one. Number two, manage your thoughts. Number three, develop habits that will push you into the direction that you want to go. Habits are simply routine. Develop a routine of your daily life. What is it that you do when you wake up in the morning? Because once you've developed a routine, those habits, they become a way of life for you. They become part of your discipline. Because here is the thing that I want to share with you. The reason why I am saying watch your thoughts is because your thoughts, at some point, they become your words. You verbalize what you are thinking. And watch your words again. Because your words, they become your action. You implement your words ultimately. And they become your action. And here is the thing again. Watch your actions because they become your character. Your actions, they become your character. And watch your character because your character, it becomes your habits. Your character forms part of your habits. And watch your habits because they become your destiny. I hope you got that. I said watch your thoughts because they become your words. Watch your words because they become your actions. Watch your actions because they become your character. Watch your character because it becomes your habits. Watch your habits because they become your destiny. So therefore, discipline is fundamental to success. Most people that are successful are disciplined people. They are relentless people. They are people that know how to pursue and pursue very well. It doesn't mean that they haven't encountered distractions. It doesn't mean that they don't struggle with discipline. They do. But they have trained themselves to stay on track. Remember, these are the thoughts of a prophetess of God in lockdown. Ask me a question. Host a watch party. Share your thoughts. What are you thinking? This is our platform together, me and you, because we are simply relentless in pursuit. And we are living footprints daily upon the lives of those that we interact with. We're talking about discipline this morning. Most importantly, for you to stay disciplined, remember, this is something that Patrick Bradley asked us to talk about, because what he was saying was that he is struggling, and so he has realized that at times as human beings, we struggle with discipline. So how do we help each other to stay disciplined, to stay focused? Because discipline is a key ingredient to your success, to your achievements. So we're talking about discipline this morning. Most importantly, when it comes to cultivating discipline in our personal lives, most importantly, keep the fire burning in your heart. the fire to achieve that goal, the fire that says to you, I can do this, I can manage this, I can attain this, I can achieve this. Be passionate, in simple words. For what you are passionate about, you become. What you are passionate about, that fire inside of your heart, it becomes your driving force. It becomes your positive energy. It becomes that thing that pushes you, that makes you to go an extra mile even when you are tired. So don't let the fire die down inside of your heart. The passion that you have, it helps you to pursue your dreams. It helps you to become. The fire will simply burn you into action. You will have sleepless nights simply because of that fire inside of you, simply because of that passion inside of you. You will even take control of your tongue, of your words, simply because of that fire that is inside of you. Not only will it take control of your tongue, you will even start switching your language. You start speaking positively. Why? Discipline. You have instilled discipline into you. You understand? Because you have to understand that discipline needs a determined spirit and soul. You stay focused on the goal. So what is your focus today? For your future, what are you thinking? What is it? What is that thing that is burning inside of your heart that you would like to achieve, that you would like to do? What are you passionate about? Say something. Maleboho, good morning. Patience, good morning. Kikansa, good morning. Anthony, welcome. Thank you very much for joining me. These are the thoughts of a prophetess of God in lockdown. Relentless in pursuit. Living daily footprints. Today we are talking about discipline. Share with me your thoughts. Let me know your experiences. Let me know your challenges when it comes to discipline. Do you find it easy? Or you are struggling with discipline? If you are struggling, let us know. Let us help you, because remember, we are one big family that love each other, that are holding each other's hands, that are walking along this path of life together. So let me know. Let us know. Share your experiences with us and host a watch party. We are talking about discipline this morning. Discipline means purposeful actions and decision making. Take certain actions deliberately on your part, fully aware of what you are doing, and you make certain decisions with your mind intact, with your mind together. Deliberate, calculated moves. That's what discipline is. That's what discipline. Have you ever encountered a young child who is struggling to stay focused, who is struggling with the discipline? Training. You train yourself with discipline. It takes training. The more you do it, the more you repeat it, the more it becomes a habit. The more it becomes a habit, the more it becomes part of your character. The more it becomes part of your character, the more now you stop struggling with it, because it has now become part of you. Have you met people that are struggling with discipline to a point where they can't even keep time? They can't even manage time. They can't even manage themselves. And the beauty about discipline is that it is more enjoyable when it is self-inflicted. When you self-discipline yourself, when it is not imposed by systems of the world, when it is not imposed by people in your life, but when it is self-imposed, when you choose, when you decide that this is how I want to live my life, this is how I want to conduct business, this is how I want to function, then you enjoy the ride of discipline. The beauty of discipline is that it can be self-imposed. Yes, it's a struggle, but there is beauty within that struggle. So discipline means intentional sacrifice again. You are going to have to make sacrifices intentionally. Yes, sacrificing is painful, but it is worth it at the end of the day, because there is more good that comes out of sacrificing than bad. And sacrificing is part of life. Anyway, It's something that we all have to do. We all have to sacrifice one thing or another. And sacrifice is deliberately denying yourself temporary pleasures for the sake of the bigger picture, for the sake of the goal, for the sake of the future. You deny yourself temporary satisfaction, the things of the now, and you focus on that which is of tomorrow. We are talking about discipline this morning. How easy is it? Tell me this. How easy is it for you to stay disciplined? How easy is it for you to follow through with the decisions that you've made? To stay true to those decisions, to stay loyal and faithful to those decisions. Sometimes we fall off the wagon, and it is very normal. It is perfectly normal. We all go through that. It's the circle of life. Don't be too hard on yourself when you fall off the wagon of discipline. Understand that it is part of the journey. It is part of your making process. It is part of instilling discipline in you. For discipline has to be embedded into you such that it becomes part of you. It becomes who you are. Have you ever met people that are so disciplined that you feel embarrassed when you look at how you conduct yourself? I have. There's people that are so disciplined to a point where their lives now have become a daily routine. And it is of great benefit to them because they're able to achieve more within 24 hours. Sometimes we fail to achieve what we had set ourselves to achieve for the day simply because we lack discipline. We lost focus somewhere along the way. Instead of going through with our plans for the day, we derailed and we allowed something that was not part of the plan of the day to get into our path for the day. So how disciplined are we? How focused are we? Because you cannot be disciplined and lack focus. Discipline, focus, determination, commitment, they go together. They are one big full package. And when you have that, success is guaranteed and excellence is guaranteed, because disciplined people are people of excellence. I admire people of excellence. I love dealing with people of excellence, because whenever they pursue something, they pursue it until they attain it. And discipline as well not only goes hand in hand with the determination, focus, and commitment and faithfulness, it goes hand in hand as well with set goals. When you set your goals, make sure that your goals are clear. There is clarity in those goals. Not simply clarity, but attach timelines to them. The reason why we put timelines to our goals is because timelines, they help us with focus. They help us with the discipline. Because focus will say to you, you are running out of time. And you running out of time, it will say to you, you need more discipline. You need to push harder. You need to go an extra mile because you are running out of time. So here is the question. When I said to you that you have to make intentional sacrifices, what does that mean? As much as you're making intentional sacrifices, understand that a sacrifice does not necessarily equate to a compromise. When you compromise, you've dropped the standard. When you sacrifice, you have not dropped the standards. The standards are still at the level where you've set them to be. The focus is still there. It simply means you have denied yourself some temporarily fleshly pleasure for the sake of the bigger picture. Remember, these are the thoughts of a prophetess of God in lockdown. Relentless in pursuit, living daily footprints. And I pray and I hope that I am leaving a footprint upon your mind, upon your heart, upon your spirit, even on this day. A footprint that you can be able to relate to. A footprint that can be able to impact positively in your life. Because the whole aim is to touch each other's lives, to impact positively, to share our thoughts and to teach each other. So comment, say something. Let me know how you are doing when it comes to discipline. Are you focused enough? Are you stable enough? Because sometimes we can waver when it comes to discipline. How stable are you? How focused are you? And here's the thing again about discipline that can help us to stay on track with discipline. Motivation. What is your motivation for the goal? What is it? Why are you pursuing? Why you are pursuing? Because when the motive is good, it will help you with discipline simply because the motive is good. When the motive is evil, you will waver when it comes to discipline. One day you will be on track, tomorrow you are off track, simply because the motive is not good. So what are your motives for pursuing whatever it is that you are pursuing? I urge you, let your motives be good. Let your motives be good. Let your motives be good. I said earlier that self-discipline is better than imposed discipline. Because self-discipline, it helps you to self-monitor. You monitor yourself. Not only do you monitor yourself, but you also regulate yourself. And you become more effective. And you gain more rewards. You become more effective. And you gain more rewards. Dorcas Lemenyana says, good morning, Prof, and welcome on board. Prof, we welcome you. These are the thoughts of a prophetess of God, a platform where we meet daily to share, to learn, to motivate each other. Today we're talking about discipline. Is it easy to stay disciplined? What does one need to do for them to stay disciplined? Because here is a fact. Discipline is a necessary. It's a need for each and every individual. If you want to succeed, be a disciplined person. And focus helps. Goals, they help. Dreams, they help. Goals, they help to ensure that we stay disciplined. And I want to end on this note. Be morally principled. Have ethical code. An ethical code that you live your life by. Moral principles that guide your life. When you are morally principled, it helps you to maintain discipline. Because your moral code will keep you in check. Your ethics will align you to discipline. Your ethics won't permit you to deviate from being a disciplined person. Your moral code will guide you, to regulate you, and to keep you in check. So what are your moral principles? What is your ethical code? What is pushing you? What do you live your life by? How do you live your life? Because you have to understand that discipline is good. And I want to thank you, Patrick Bradley, for suggesting this topic to us this morning. We cannot afford to live our lives haphazardly without discipline. Discipline brings stability into our lives. And people love dealing with stable people, predictable people, because it makes life a lot easier and it makes life enjoyable and smooth. Huh? And here's the thing. Know your weaknesses. Yes. Know your personal weaknesses. It will help you with discipline. Because your personal weaknesses, they are a snare that entraps you. They are a hindrance to discipline. So when you know and you are aware of your personal weaknesses, you will be able to deal with them. Because personal weaknesses need to be managed. They need to be dealt with. And yes, we all have our personal weaknesses. And yes, it is okay to have a personal weakness because we are not perfect people. We all have our personal weaknesses. So know your personal weaknesses and avoid the traps that are going to be put on your path by your personal weaknesses. You understand? Some people, their personal weakness is alcohol. Avoid drinking alcohol when you know you have an early meeting tomorrow. Our personal weaknesses are different. Some, it's food. Avoid eating too much because you will gain extra calories. Instead of losing, you will gain. So what is that personal weakness of yours? Identify it today and manage it. Not only do you need to manage your personal weaknesses, you also need to manage the time and people for you to stay disciplined. Because time is key when it comes to discipline. Time is key. And people as well. Manage them. Because for discipline to be part of your life, I always say to people, associate with disciplined people. And that discipline that is in their lives, it will rub off on you. And unaware, whether you like it or not, intentionally or unintentionally, you end up being a disciplined person as well. So watch the company that you keep. Watch the company that you keep. Disciplined people are focused people. They are high achievers. There are people that have got visions. There are people that have got dreams. There are people that are pursuing something in life. People can be a distraction. Do you know that? I know you know that. So avoid people that are distracting you, that are derailing you, that are taking you away from that thing that you want to achieve. These are the thoughts of a prophetess of God in lockdown. Host a watch party. Invite somebody. Share. The more the merrier. Remember, this is our platform for me and you. For us to share wisdom. For us to share life experiences. Because together we are strong. And together we are better. I am strong because of you. And I just want to end on this note and say, I appreciate you. And thank you so very much for joining me. We meet again tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock. From 8 o'clock until 8:30, this is a platform where we converse, where we talk, where we motivate each other, where we inspire each other. Because, why? Simply because we are relentless in pursuit, living daily footprints. We want to impact onto each other positively, not negatively. I want to help you become a better you. I want you to help me become a better me. Help me be a disciplined person. I said to you, part of discipline is time. Our time on this platform is 8 o'clock until 8:30. Therefore, for us to be disciplined, we need to adhere to the time that we have set for ourselves. 8 o'clock until 8:30 every morning. Patience D says, identify personal weaknesses and watch the company you keep. That is very correct, Patience. Munna Wamudim says, amen, I receive, prophetess. Mox Moike says, good morning, pastor. Good morning to you too. These are the thoughts of a prophetess of God in lockdown. We end on this note. We end on this note. On a note of encouragement, I encourage each and every one of us to stay relentless in pursuit. Stay relentless in pursuit. Pursue your passions, your visions, your dreams, because they are attainable and because you can. And as you pursue them, ensure that you impact on human life positively. Because part of our desire, part of our vision as a family is to live daily footprints. Live daily footprints in the lives of the people that you interact with. Kenneth says, prophetess, you are blessed. Thank you. Thank you so very much for joining me this morning. We meet again tomorrow morning, same time, same platform. Thoughts of a prophetess of God in lockdown. Relentless in pursuit. Living daily footprints. I love you with the love of God. Shalom, shalom. May the good Lord bless you and keep you. May He overshadow you with His grace. May the love of God overflow from your hearts. I'll meet with you again tomorrow. Stay blessed and have a beautiful, amazing day.